Hillary Clinton's had a lot of challenges with her email server. In responding to those attacks, she has blamed the press, she has blamed partisans, and she said, trust me on this, and when it's all through, you'll find out I was exonerated. A lot of that sounds like what you said during Bridgegate.
Yeah, except that I'm telling the truth and she's not.
What?
And so the fact is that this is a person who won't even answer the questions. Remember something. When Hillary Clinton goes out and gives an hour and 50-minute press conference with the National Press Corps where she takes every question, then she can talk to me. Because that's what I did the day after, right? The day after. And everything I said that day's proven to be true. Here's the problem with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton won't answer any questions. Why did she have a private email server to begin with? And why was she doing all of her business over a private email server? John, I worked for the federal government for 7 years as the U.S. attorney. One of the rules they told you right in the beginning was do your business over the government server. That's what they told you to do so they could have the record of all that. She didn't do that.
She would say the other previous press secretaries of state had private accounts.
Well, they had private accounts in addition to their public accounts. She didn't have a public account. She never used it. I mean, this is what the Clintons do all the time, John. They try to divert attention. So you don't want to answer the question as to why you had a private email server? We know, John. You and I both know why. She wanted to keep what she was doing secret. She wanted to keep it from the public. She didn't want any record of it. And you know why the proof is she didn't want any record of it? Because as soon as she was out of office, she wiped the server clean. I mean, this is the kind of stuff.
Well, that's your interpretation. I mean, she says she only wiped the personal stuff.
Why else would you delete thousands and thousands of emails, John? Because you didn't want anybody to see it. The fact is that Mrs. Clinton never wants to answer the question, and so she tries to divert it to all kinds of other things. Here's going to be the problem come next fall when I'm her opponent. She's never been cross-examined by a prosecutor like me. And she'll be cross-examined by a prosecutor like me on the other side of the stage, and she won't be able to stand up to the scrutiny.
And Democrats and those supporting her have said, but Governor Christie had some missing texts.
Let me say this. We had 12 missing text messages that were sent to me by someone when we weren't under investigation and didn't even know what was going on. Mrs. Clinton deleted emails when she was under subpoena. In my neck of the woods, we call that obstruction of justice.
You've been talking about entitlement reform. What's it been like trying to get that in the conversation? What's the reception been?
People understand it and they get it. They want to be told the truth. They don't like it. They don't like the fact that the government promised them they'd keep money in a trust fund and then stole all the money and lied to them and told them there's a trust fund still there. But they're happy that there's finally a leader who's willing to stand up and say the government lied to you and stole from you. Now we have to fix it. The media is just not that interested in it because it's complicated. It's more than like a 5-second answer. So they get a little, there's one question about entitlements in the entire debate 2 weeks ago, yet it's 71% of federal spending along with debt service. How could it be that we have one question in 2 hours on something that's consuming nearly 71% of the federal budget? But I'm going to keep talking about it because if you're going to be a leader, you got to do that.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.